So I'm gonna do a fragrance review of Galop by Hermes. In French, this is pronounced as Galop de Hermes. Um, so yeah, I'd actually been wanting to buy this perfume for several years, but I couldn't really justify spending that much money on a perfume until recently. Um, but I thought it smelled so good. And I wanted to get the full size bottle because I really like the design of it. So this is a 50 ml bottle. It says Hermès Paris. And let's see, what does the top say? It just says Parfum, pure perfume, 50 mils, made in France. So yeah, this the reason why I found out about this perfume was because I was in a Hermes store in Paris a few years ago, and it was I was helping. I was doing this weird sort of job. What was it? It was not really a job. It was like a one-off thing where people would. So like there's people out there who want to buy Hermes or Hermes. Hermes. I don't know whether to use the English or the French pronunciation, but there's people out there who want to buy like Birkin bags, which is a very expensive bag by Hermes, and so these bags cost like 8,000 euros or upwards, and and they're very exclusive. You can't just you like they're not like on a shelf. You have to go into the store and you have to ask for it, and then like depending on whether they have a new shipment, they might show you the bag or they might not. So you have to like it takes several tries. You have to go back like maybe like 2 or 3 times. And usually there's a huge line outside the store, so you have to get there really early, like at 7 or something. And so the people who actually buy these bags, they don't want to have to stand in line out there for hours, and they don't want to go through the hassle of having to come back and like trying several times to get the bag. So what they do is they hire other people to do that for them. So that's what I was doing with a few other people. So and yeah, there's some other funny details about that I don't feel like I can say on this video, but oh boy, I would love to write I'd love to make a separate video about that, or write like a article about it, because yeah, that was an experience. So anyway, so there's several different Hermes stores. There's at least two. There's one by the American Embassy in Paris, by Concorde, Place de la Concorde. And then there's another one by Bon Marché, which is it's a large department store in Paris. It's by, I want to say, Sèvres Babylone. Yeah, that's the metro stop. So that's where I smelled this fragrance first, and so the way it smells is very classic. It smells refined and rich. It smells beautiful and delicate, but also a little bit masculine, but more androgynous than masculine. The only reason why I would say masculine is because there's definitely a musky smell, and there's a little bit of a smell of leather, and like as soon as you put it on, you sort of it smells like like something brown or crimson, um, like a deep color. Um, it's sort of like it's a dark, it's a little bit of, has a dark smell. Um, and what I mean by that is it's a full-bodied smell. Um, and so when you first put it on your skin, it's sort of I think you'll smell um, you won't smell the musk at that point. It's sort of more like a light fragrance when you first spray it. But then like maybe an hour or two later, then you kind of, it smells like it brings to mind entering a room in a large beautiful house with lots of wood, maybe like a large library. So like the leather, and then you could also get a little bit of a woody smell, but it's, and maybe there's like some flowers, like some fresh flowers as well, like orchids. Um, and what that brings to mind is like a beautiful library in a large house with lots of heavy wood, like a heavy wood desk or a wooden table, like it's colored like dark crimson or dark red, like the wood is stained sort of like dark red, but not really red. It's more like a brown um, sort of color, and it brings to mind like the flowery sort of fragrance makes me think of like a glass window with flowery sort of decorations on it, like a glass window with beautiful orchids on it. Um, so like it's sort of, there's like this fragrance of leather and then something very delicate and beautiful and feminine, just only like a very light touch, but it brings this sensation of a place that's very rich and luxurious and expensive, and like very classical and refined. Um, that's definitely like the key component. That's how I would describe it. It's refined, rich, a little bit mysterious. Um, it's definitely something that would be worn by, it brings to mind something that would be worn by somebody who's very much into luxurious things, very cultured. Um, like this is what the stereotypical fragrance of Paris would smell like the idea of Paris, not necessarily the reality, but that's like if you, it just smells like luxury, pretty much, like a beautiful mansion. Um, yeah, yeah, I described it to my friend as being a little bit spicy as well. Obviously not literally spicy, but more in terms of like in the way that cinnamon is spicy. You know, it's like there's that. I thought it was it's like a deep, sort of full-bodied smell. Um, so yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's very luxurious, very full bodied. Um, and refined. That's how I would describe it. Um, so yeah, I'm just trying to think of like what else. Like it's something that you would wear to a like you could obviously wear it anytime, but it's something that would fit right in, like at a beautiful wedding or some like a special event. Um, it just smells like I hate to say it, but it smells like beautiful things and money. Um, that's how I would describe it. So I definitely recommend it. It's one of my favorites. Um, and yeah, so that's the end of my review.